Juju Watkins, for sure, would break Caitlin Clark's record. I think Lexi May Duncan stepped in it again, my friends. But I knew this was coming when she got hurt. I knew it was going to happen. Someone was going to put it out there, and then more and more people were going to talk about it because you can't, of course, say no, it wouldn't happen. No one can prove it in either direction. But to break it down for you and show you how ridiculous this actually is. Lexi was on the Gilbert Arenas podcast. It's such a great source of nonsense. And anyway, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you checking out this video. As always, thank you for your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out 19. Put that comma down there, Paul Stanley. Uh, so anyway, Lex was on Bill's podcast and was asked a question. Would Juju have broken the record? Let's listen to what she has to say and pay very close attention to her tone of voice.
Do you believe Juju would have broken Caitlin Clark's scoring record if she had the chance to play 4 healthy seasons?
Oh, for sure. Just the way she scores the ball. And then I feel like she would probably at some point develop a more efficient scoring, more threes. She gets to the free throw line a little bit more. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, obviously that's so far ahead, you don't even want to bring that up. Like, what are you going to do when you get back? Like, are you going to...
For sure, folks, no thought, for sure. The way she scores the ball, I don't know what that means. Whatever way you score it, it's the same number of points. Is she giving her extra points for style? It just doesn't make any sense at all because you're comparing to Caitlin Clark, the college scorer. I'm pretty sure the way Caitlin scores the ball was quite effective as well. And look, let's just before I even get into other stuff, let's go to the free throw thing. First of all, she's assuming that she's going to become a much better three-point shooter. Juju is not a good shooter. Look, she's not terrible, but I'm just saying she is not a good shooter. She needs a little more volume. She's a little more Arike than she is Caitlin in that regard. But let's go to the free throw thing. 1.4 more attempts per game than Caitlin Clark had. 8.2 to 6.8. 6.9 makes to 5.9. Caitlin closed the gap a little on the makes the count because they're both great free throw shooters. Caitlin was a little bit better. So we're talking about a point per game. Point per game. Well, so let's break down these other numbers that they don't seem to want to talk about. Okay, Juju in her first 2 seasons, as we all know, because everyone wanted to make it hey, look, she's ahead of Caitlin Clark's pace. She broke her record for the first 2 seasons, when, of course, the record was held by Kelsey Mitchell, and Caitlin increased her scoring every year over her 4 years, dramatically so, even from junior to senior year. But so Juju finished this season, her sophomore season, with 1,709 points, which was down a lot from her freshman year. 920 her freshman year, 789 her sophomore year when she played in the more competitive, the better, more talented Big Ten, which will also impact her next 2 years. She played 34 games, then 33 games. Caitlin Clark, 1,662 points, 799, 863 her first 2 seasons, but she only played 30 and 32 games. So Juju played 5 more games. Now, I know that doesn't matter for the record. If Juju ended up playing like 7 more games and got the record, I'm not making a big deal about that. I'm pointing that out here because it's relevant for number of games and what she needs to do going forward. Now, again, Caitlin accelerated because look, she scored 1662 her first 2 seasons. But then the next two, this is what I'm talking about, where it gets actually crazy. 1,055. She went from 799 to 863, then to 1,055, and then to 1,234 her senior season. First 2 seasons, Juju edged her by 47 points, but played 5 more games to do it. Juju's average went from 27.1, sorry, as a freshman to 23.9 as a sophomore when she entered the Big Ten. Clark went 26.6, 27, 27.8, and then bam, 31.6. So Juju halfway would have needed, and she could still do it. She still has 2 years of eligibility left. Needs 2,243 points to break Caitlin Clark's record. Okay, 2,243 points. It's like I saw someone on the comment on the comment of the video about how it's doable because she's literally halfway there. No, basic math tells you she's actually not literally half there. She's not actually close to half there. Sh- She'd need about what 1975, 260, 270 points or so more this season to get there. Now, also significantly, Clark she jumped up her average, but she also jumped up her games. She played 30 and then 32, and then they went on their two title runs. She played 38 and 39. Okay, so let's look at it a couple ways. Let's say Juju averages 35 games per season the next two seasons, if she were playing, or if she does it when she comes back. Okay, those are pretty full seasons. She would need to average playing 35 games a season. She would need to average 32.043 points per game to get to that 3,952 and break Caitlin Clark's record. Now, again, Juju averaged 27.1 as a freshman down to 23.9 as a sophomore. Better competition. She would have to, for two full seasons of 35 games each, jack it up to 32.043. And look, let's say, not going to happen, that wasn't going to happen, but let's say she took, she played all the games and she took, USC to the Big Ten championship each year because Caitlin did that, and to the NCAA final because Caitlin did that, right? Maximum number of games, 77, just like Caitlin, which would also, don't forget, give her 5 more games total. 77 games. She would still need to average 29.13 points per game over those 77 games, not miss a single game. When again, freshman, 27.1, sophomore, better competition, 23.9. So this is the type of stuff everybody they all want to get up. This is what drives me crazy, and this is why I like to break things down. I do videos where it's completely opinion, and I let you know what I think about something that's going on. But when we get into stuff like this, and I can do it, I love to break down whether it's game film or just break down the numbers for you. And it is clear that Lexi is spouting gibberish out of her feels again. And we really need to stop this. This is clearly a bias toward Caitlin Clark and this desperation to replace her. And this is why you saw Juju stat padding so much this season. And again, I'm not blaming her. I do not know if it is her. And this whole thing is not about Juju or denigrating her. She had 2 fantastic seasons. It's very disappointing. I hope she comes back as well as she can, as quickly as she can, and she's better than ever once she gets herself fully healthy. But this is about, again, the media and what they want to spew. And just another great example. And thankfully, this is one where I can easily show you and say, look, no, no, because the chances of this happening, the numbers I just gave you, incredibly, incredibly unlike any reasonable person being the key, looks at these numbers, goes, yeah, she wouldn't have done that. Okay. She simply would not have done that. That is that. And for her, for Lex, again, tone of voice, how quickly she answered it. Would she have broken the record? For sure. The way she scores the ball, whatever the hell that means, the way she scores the ball. But anyway, as you can see by the numbers, when we break it down, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. And don't be surprised if you continue to see this stuff, just like the way they cling to Caitlin Clark didn't win a championship in college, despite the fact that she's heading into her second WNBA season. You're going to hear this as we go on. Oh, well, Juju would have broken her record. There's no doubt about that. She absolutely would have. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out tremendously. Go have the day you deserve, and I will talk to you later.